All right. Hey, everyone. It's Jamie Miller. It's January 5th, 2021, and 11 a.m. And I'm excited to do another Facebook Live, and really excited that I have attorney Benji Wagner from the law firm of Habish, and Rotier that's joining me for this Facebook Live. I've been trying to get Benji to find the time to do this for a few months, and we're finally able to get this set up to really kick off 2021 in a strong manner. Um, I was able and didn't really have Benji say, "Oh, I want you to say this about me," but I was just looking at his impressive resume, and Benji's a PI lawyer extraordinaire, and I could go through all of his accolades for hours, but just to give you a little taste of what his resume looks like. He's a partner at the most prestigious personal injury law firm in Wisconsin, Habish, and Rotier. He's a civil trial specialist by the National Board of Trial Advocacy and an advocate by the National Board of Civil Pretrial Practice Advocacy. He's a court commissioner, a super lawyer since 2013. Impressive 2016 that he was the Milwaukee Business Journal, one of those named to the Milwaukee Business Journal 40 under 40. You still look under 40, so I'm not sure what that's about, because that was all the way back in 2016. Best lawyer in America since 2012, past president of the Wisconsin Association for Justice. Very active. I mean, your volunteer activity in the community, I could go on for ages, but very active in the Milwaukee community in addition to your professional legal work. But welcome, Benji. I'm just blessed to have you on the broadcast today. I really appreciate it. How are you?
I'm great, and I wish you and everyone listening a healthier and more fortunate 2021. And it's an honor and privilege to be with you.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Some people, and I was talking to my daughter, and she says, "Oh, wow, it's 2021. I guess people are going to think that COVID is over or something, but at least we're headed in the right direction, and we have a lot of things to look forward to, especially as we get into the second and third quarter of the year. But the future is bright. I'm really excited about moving forward. I'm really excited about moving forward with my relationship with you. As you know, I'm a bankruptcy lawyer, and we have many clients. And unfortunately, many of our clients find themselves getting in accidents or slipping falls. And I'm a bankruptcy lawyer, and I, like you, Benji, we kind of know what's our lane. And I really never wanted to get out of my lane of the bankruptcy world and try to help my clients with personal injury, because I know I'm a bankruptcy lawyer. And so that's why you and I have forged a relationship where I'm able to have our clients who have had accidents, come over to you, and you and I are able to work together to handle those claims. And tell me a little bit about some of the experience you have had with clients that we've worked with together, and some of the areas of practice that you practice in.
Sure, Jamie. Well, first off, you in your own right are a superlative and prestigious attorney in your lane, which is bankruptcy. And when people come to me for help for personal injury, they often find themselves not only physically injured, but in a bad spot as it relates to finances, which leads to an intersection of our lanes, so to speak. And I represent people who are injured, whether it be in car wrecks, truck accidents, whether they're victims of nursing home negligence or abuse, wrongful deaths, motorcycle accidents, invasion of privacy cases. And you and I have worked together for the last couple of years, and you've allowed me, with your trust and confidence, to help your clients get through these rough patches and attain civil justice for them. So thank you for that.
I appreciate that, and it's interesting. Often my friends and also other colleagues will ask me what ends up in someone's life that forces them to file a bankruptcy. And I can tell you that it's not that people are reckless with their finances or something like that. There's always an instance that causes them or forces them to file and a bankruptcy to have that need. And in addition to unexpected medical bills or divorce, personal injury, in that intersection between personal injury and bankruptcy is critical. But I see so many clients that are in auto accidents that it impacts their finances. And have you seen that in your practice also, where someone has had an accident? And tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. You're absolutely right. If someone is involved in for example, a car accident, and it's not their fault, and they don't have health insurance or they don't have good health insurance, and if there's not enough auto insurance on the striking vehicle, liability insurance, or if the victim doesn't have proper underinsured or uninsured motorist coverage insurance, the victim becomes even more victimized by having these medical bills unpaid, which causes more stress, aggravation, and insult to injury. And the privilege that you and I have is that we have the capacity to help people at their most vulnerable time, whether or not they are not only physically hurt but also economically hurt. So it's really a privilege to help shepherd them into a better place. So the intersection of where our worlds meet is absolutely sometimes the result of uh, unpaid medical bills, not because the person is uh, not willing to pay or never do well. It's just simply that there's not enough health insurance, not enough auto insurance, and they got into that spot through no fault of their own. So uh, we help them through that.
Right. And one of the other areas that's really important, especially when it comes to the bankruptcy world, is if someone's in an accident and they come to us and they have $100,000 in medical bills, I'm able to team up with you to be able to make sure we get rid of those medical bills as part of the bankruptcy. And you're able, through your experience, to figure out still how to manage the damages aspect of a case when their debts essentially have been discharged in a bankruptcy. Right? I mean, that's part of what your expertise is.
Absolutely. And as always, I rely and defer to you on bankruptcy law matters and what's in the best interest of the client as it relates to that aspect of any case. And for example, you know what amount of money is protected by the bankruptcy law in terms of compensation. So I think that that might be helpful to share with the community.
Yeah, so you're right, and it's interesting because somebody who files for bankruptcy, they have the perspective or the perception, sometimes the misperception, that if they file for bankruptcy, that they're going to lose their personal injury settlement. But when someone files for bankruptcy, they can protect up to $50,000 of their net recovery. So if someone settles a personal injury case for $100,000 and there's fees and there's costs, and the net to the client is $50,000 or less, then they're going to be able to keep that $50,000. And that's something that's really important. And often I will refer a case to you of someone that has a claim, but hasn't filed the bankruptcy yet. And perhaps their claim is going to bring them more than $50,000. Strategically, we're going to do everything we can to hold off the filing of the bankruptcy until we know what the value of the claim is. Maybe someone will get 75,000 in their pocket, and we'll figure out a way to spend down that 25,000 so that they can keep the 50,000. can get a little bit complicated, but the bottom line is our strategic partnership to help both of our clients is something that I'm grateful for and is really good. And if someone has a potential injury case, and they can always come to our website at millermillerlaw.com, or they can call us at 414-875-3816. And when you call, I'm going to personally have a conversation with you. And then I will bring Benji into the conversation also. And you can be really confident that your case is going to be handled well. Benji, can you talk a little bit? As I was reading your accolades and your resume, you must be really expensive. And I know all clients are concerned about that, but maybe you can talk about how the fees typically work in a personal injury case.
Sure. So we do not charge by the hour. We are compensated on a contingency basis, meaning if you retain us, if you hire us, we only get compensated as a law firm if we're successful on the client's behalf. So it's a percentage, and it's industry standard percentage. And in the event that we're not successful, the client doesn't owe us a thing. So it, it's very fair to the client, and it's no risk in terms of outline money upfront for our services.
And that's that's always been a remarkable thing. And one of the things about personal injury that I think is great is that, generally in the legal world, you get what you pay for. And in the personal injury world, you're able at no money out of pocket to have access to a lawyer of your caliber is remarkable. And I would encourage people, and you and I have conversations about cases all the time. People will call me if they've had an accident or slip and fall, and they're not sure about the claim. No claim is too large or too small to have that free initial conversation. And I would encourage everyone to reach out to 414-875-3816, or you can check us out at our website, millermillerlaw.com. Benji, I'm grateful that you've taken the time to join me today. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to working to help our clients as we move forward into this new year of 2021.
Thank you for having me, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I'll be right back with you, Benji.